So where should we start at this?
Well, let's
Hi,
start.
people. My name is Lisa Starr,
Well, good. Black the Ripper.
and we are going to be talking about some real life shit.
Demonic, angel, angelic, spiritual.
Yes. When it comes to this, it's like everybody's life is different. Um, Everybody has their different experiences. I recently just had my experience when I asked God to show me what my gifts are. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And I swear I just felt like something on my head that just pushed down. I woke up, and ever since then, it was like I started hearing things. I started hearing things that were, I couldn't even explain. I thought people were in my apartment, all kinds of stuff. Come to find out, I have, what is it?
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance or clairaudient?
I think it's clairvoyance. Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, one of those things.
Clairaudience. Oh, I could be wrong.
Clairaudience. And my thing is with that, you could hear spirits, you could hear frequencies, you could hear other people's thoughts, other psychics. I mean, it's crazy. I'm still learning, and it would be good to have a little bit more guidance. But when I look up things on YouTube, you don't really see much about, you know, the downside of things and how you need to protect your energy. You know, it's a lot more. So there's a lot of sort of more glorifying about, ooh, I got this, and I could draw your ancestors' face or whatever the fuck type shit. Hey, it's frustrating. Um, it's frustrating, and we need some more support in a lot of areas as far as how to go through life with gifts and how to operate your gifts. With me, I know that mine is triggered through a lot of things. I mean, the devil ain't stupid. He knows everything, okay? There's monitoring spirits that monitor our ass and then go report back to the one that is really trying to strategize and kill us and keep us in a low vibrational, away from God type of ordeal.
But we have power and dominion over it.
And
It's just life hits you with that forgetfulness that
yeah,
makes us forget how strong and powerful we are.
and the problems that come with that through people, relationships. I mean, any possible thing that could throw a motherfucker off is gonna throw a motherfucker off and keep your eyes off of the main one you need to be only listening and looking at, and that's God. I'm going through a powerful awakening at this moment, I guess you could say, where I can see how even though my thoughts and my projections are out of there, it's not of me. I'm learning how to control it. But the thing is, the only way I can do that is to realize how powerful I really am. I mean, I talk to God like a direct call, and He didn't move the moon up for me and this motherfucker to see on our way out of camping. But the thing is that we also saw an angel, and it felt good to actually have someone else to share that with because I'm dealing with a lot of spiritual attacks, a lot of spiritual things, period. I'm talking about supernatural things that I can't explain. And I tell people, and they're like, what the fuck? Is you crazy? Like, you must have been high.
See, people don't know that women are really oracles. Like when your woman's telling you like something's going on wrong, it's because they have a feeling. They have strong emotions. And since they have strong emotions, that's what they attach to. Because they attach to fear, they attach to emotions. Like so if you have any type of negative emotions, that's what they attach to quickly. And women have that power of emotion and feeling like they have that discernment. You know what I'm saying? So when they're guided right, then they can literally like sense the aura of people, you know what I'm saying, bad or good in the room or whatever. But when the evil powers know that, they're like, oh, this one got power. Let's confuse the shit out of him. That's exactly what the hell they're trying to do.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
when you come into an awakening, like when I came into my awakening, I really didn't like notice I transitioned into it. Like I started seeing auras of people and I'm like, whoa, that color look bad. Okay, get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, shit, move around. Hell to the
I
move. I was like, that
mean,
shit start something wrong with that motherfucker. And it's like I started seeing like I guess figures or like shadow people or whatever around certain people, and I'm like, hey man, you got some dark shit around you. And then people be looking at me like, the fuck is this nigga talking about? Like, the hell? But
A lot of people aren't awake to that shit. This 3D shit that we are, this matrix, whatever you want to call it, they are not awake to the fact that most of the things going on and the most of the things that, yeah, fuck the United States, first off, sorry. But they are all trying to kill us with food, keep us low vibrational, I mean, and dumb down. Okay. And a lot of people real comfortable with it. And it's sad because I know I'm here and sent to raise the vibrations, but not just that, to keep people aware of what is all hidden. Because I'm a truth seeker. I'm going to look deep and do my study and figure out this shit for myself and the Most High. Um, it's just so hard because at this moment in my life, I need empowerment, like woman empowerment, guidance, and yeah, I'm going looking for it. But I mean, even I went looking for it on YouTube and Google, and I'm reaching out to people. And ain't none of them. They all say you are going through something way more intense, but you know what you're talking about, but way more intense than something I could help you with. Um, I've been looking at Isis Wisdom. She's a very strong woman, and she knows what she's talking about. And there's a lot of people that I look up to and I listen to because I like to be aware, but not only aware, I want to know really how to control and master my own gifts, which is something that sometimes you got to travel some roads alone and literally, because if I could directly call God and talk to him, I shouldn't be doing that. But for some reason, I'm still trying to look into why it is not as clear as it should be. People say work with crystals, and you have to do a routine on cleansing your aura and everything. You know what I'm saying, on a daily basis.
gotta do some healing. Like I do visual techniques from when I used to rap, you know what I'm saying, and be on stage and stuff. Like whenever I get like discouraged or something, I just make people a lot smaller than they was. Like sight wise, you know what I'm saying? So when they get smaller, it's like I'm not worried as much because they're like, I'm bigger than them. Like what they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's something that you gotta do with like things that are attacking you. You have to put power over it and make them smaller. Because if you sit there and try to amplify them and make them bigger, then it's gonna, you know what I'm saying, give them the power. And you don't want to give them the power. You got to take that power back.
And then come to find out, ain't nobody got power over me, but me. Okay, but the thing is that I started to notice vibrations. God told me to raise my vibrations when I told him how to get rid of this demonic oppression, which the thing is, I was dealing with a demon at a point in time. Now I'm not dealing so much with that, but always am getting attacked since I was a little girl. Always getting attacked. And he said, "You're so forgetful. Don't you realize how powerful you are?" God brought up the moon in an instant. He said, "What do you need help with?" I said, "I need help. I need strength." And the wind blew so fucking it blew. Me and him are in the tent. He's quiet. He's probably like, "What the fuck is these creatures? What is all this shit going on?" We saw shadow people and all kinds of shit. But the thing is that me talking to God empowers me. It reminds me of who I am in my spiritual life, in my soul. I'm an ancient being. You know what I'm saying? Sent down here to help the world. And I'm processing, trying to figure out how I can help myself in this. Um, the thing is that I just know that what I'm going through right now, when it comes to my projections and the intrusive thoughts, I know that the other side of the coin is it's teaching me how to love myself, and it's forcing me to know how powerful I am, because until then, like, I have my moments of power. Okay, and it stays for a little bit, but the thing is I have to master and know that it has to be practice makes perfect type shit. Because as soon as I get around certain narcissistic people in my narcissistic relationships, or the devil put something in my face that I wanted before marriage, a house, all this stuff, and is working through these people. There's forces working through people, and they don't even know it. That's the crazy part about this shit. And yeah, of course, I have a drug addiction. I'm putting myself in certain bondages, you know what I'm saying, just to cope throughout the day because my vibrations are low. And I was locked up for half the whole teenagers. I didn't experience high school, none of that shit. I was in jail. Um, and I thank God for being in jail, but I'm used to the structure, being forced into adapting to something. So when it comes to when it comes to empowerment and learning some techniques and Tai Chi or whatever I gotta do to help me with my anxiety, it's like I wish I was in one of those motherfucking Buddha temples or some shit where you gotta fucking wake up and do some shit. Ding. I don't know, something. I wish I was in that type of some type of program to kind of have you woman empowerment in these things that I want to create. Of course, when I get to that point in life, I want to create these things to help other people with their gifts, woman empowerment, youth. I mean, discovering who you are and empowering you as a woman, a child, a youth, whatever you are, because not a lot of people have that support. And I find healing in nature. Like right now, I really want to go back to that spot. We saw that angel. Yeah, I'm telling you, I want to go back to that spot because it's crazy because I saw so much things and I was talking to God and it's like I feel so protected at the end of the day. And He told me I am protected, but I really want to have a clear conversation with Him. You know what I'm saying? The way I'm talking to Him right now. And it's like I have to focus in and meditate, which He tells me to meditate all the time, but I don't meditate. And that's part of my problem. But that's the thing, is like it's hard for me to meditate and tune things out unless I'm in nature, because everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody that I've dealt with that has the same gifts has not dealt with what I'm dealing with. And I gotta realize that I know I ain't tripping. I'm getting spiritually attacked. Period. Period. And I'm kind of confused at the point of I delivered myself at that river one time, and my mind was clear. My mind was my own mind for 3 days, and I had something that was telling me. The only thing that was telling me in my mind was I hate black people. I'm black. Okay, I'm mixed, and my whole family is black and West Indian and Panamanian and Jamaican and Haitian. I mean, a whole black family, and I have beautiful black kids. So that must be some generational curse shit I need to break on my dad's side. So it's like, and even with this chat, I'm giving it a little go. I'm gonna publish it and try and make it go as far as possible because I need people that have an understanding that I might not have. And I want to talk about things to get more understanding because that's what we really are here for is we're all one at the end of the day. And there's a lot of people that have a lot to say with what's going on with another person, looking outwards. The battle's within. We find God within. We find ourselves within. So while we over here pointing the finger, judging other people and shit, for what? Like, we are all one. To judge me is to judge oneself. So we all need to break free from this shit that they're trying to keep us in. Do you understand?
Matrix.
The matrix. And not just that, if you don't break free from this, you is not going to be going anywhere. You're going to be stuck in whatever hell.
The world is meant to keep you distracted and
Hell.
off focus. That's one thing I
Stuck on
learned about.
Kai, I don't know.
Like when I was locked up, yeah, there was focus because there was structure. There was things that, you know what I'm saying, you couldn't do and things that you know what I'm saying, you had to focus on. And now, so out in the world, you got there, you try to keep that same focus, like, okay, I got to do this. But then you got this problem and this problem pop up and then this problem pop up and then
Like
somebody else
back
pop up.
to
And it's
back.
like, whoa, hold on. But you got to remember, like, to stay focused. Like we always, you know You know what I'm saying? Hey, somebody need help? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna help them out. There's so many things that your goals get distracted from that we completely like, you know what I'm saying, get off the path. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got out, I was like, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And I started doing it. I'm still doing it. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many distractions and so many like off the past, you know what I'm saying, that got me here. You know what I'm saying? I got to here finally, but I would have got here a lot quicker had I stayed focused. You know what I'm saying? And that focus is like she said, it's like within. Like we are God's, you know what I'm saying, because God is it, God is us, and God is in us. You know what I'm saying? But He made us in His image, which means we have the same power. You know what I'm saying? And we have to remember that because the whole world teaches us to be lower, teaches us
Or
to
to
be down.
look outside of ourselves. We're looking outside for God. We looking outside for no, nigga. No. Literally.
Once you go back in and like literally like meditate and like get to that point where you like calm and you're able to discern the difference between people, it makes it a whole lot different. Like you supercharged because it's like, man, I got power over it. You know what I'm saying? Like before I was having thoughts of like so much crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But I got multiple personalities. That's not an excuse. But once you get power over it, it's like cool. I don't gotta do that no more. You know
This
what I'm saying?
nigga
Like
thinks he has multiple personalities. He don't. That's just all him. It's all him. Own that shit. Like people try to say I have multiple personalities because all that shit that be going on in my head, but baby, that's called intrusion. Intrusion.
Nah, they live with me. They live with me. They be going through.
I like every single one of those motherfuckers.
They live with me. They don't get up.
You're acting like what's that movie? Splice or what is it? Split. He is not split.
No, not that far. That nigga had like 21 different personalities. It's only two of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Not that many.
And me, I just it's sad because there's like a lot of like I've been looking for girlfriends or like some women I could look because not a lot of people got support got support. Me, I feel like I want to be in the position to get through this storm so I can help other people get through the storm. And we need some more woman empowerment, man. Everybody's so worried about like my homeboy was saying like he said some shit that just I'm like, nigga, you is tripping. You worried about you. It's about your children, motherfucker. This motherfucking this demonic ass shit that's going on is trying to fuck us up so our babies can be fucked up and nah. In bondage and all that shit. You got me fucked up.
That's a good topic.
It starts with us. Yeah.
That's a good topic.
Yeah.
Just a little, but I'm not going.
Yeah, let me tell you one thing. I had a dream about that shit. I had a dream about this demon. It was this big tall guy. I remember his face and everything. His eyes were black. And he was chasing after me. And I was running throughout the whole dream. And then this woman, he stops for this woman. I'm across the street. He stops for this woman and she just hands him over this naked baby that just came out the womb. Just hands him over this naked baby and he's trying to rip the baby apart and shit. And I'm looking at this woman like, what the fuck? Don't you see that nigga's a demon? But I guess she didn't. So I ran back across the street and I tried to break free and get that baby out of his hands. And I started walking back across, and I was just like, God. My girl was like, always call for God or Jesus. I was like, Jesus, Jesus. I couldn't wake up. And then I said, oh my God. And I just woke up. It's like what I get out of that dream is that it ain't about what's going on. I need to establish myself, but it's really they attacking us so the younger generation can be to that nigga. I don't think so. I don't think so. Addiction, all these things, all these fucking things.
That's the way they get. If you get them when they're young, then they when they grow up, they're gonna be a part of what they grew into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if they grew up in a rough environment or a demonic environment, that's what they're gonna come out to. Like these people be coming out of weird places, and I'm like, where do people start thinking like that? Like I don't even understand where their heads are going. Like how could somebody do shit like that? Like the type of shit that people are doing now in the world lets me know like yeah, we're in the end of times.
Yeah,
like I already know like yeah, like some people they talk a lot about the Bible, but it's like they haven't read it. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
Bible.
it be confusing me when people be
Oh
like, "Oh,
shit.
this, and that," and it's like you haven't read it.
I hate to say
You know what I'm
this,
saying?
man.
And it's like there's so many different religious books. It's not just one. You know what I'm saying? If you look at all of them, they're all spread out, but they all have one thing in common: the flood, which means it's all had to become like, you know what I'm saying? Like, say this person over here speaks this person over here speaks
Ain't
that.
nobody
They
going.
separated it. Now they want to have this religion over here and have this religion over here,
It
but
all
it's the
comes down
same
to
person.
one thing, God. And one thing is that everybody's talking about pray to Jesus and Jesus died for our sins and all that stuff. Yeah, I believe in Jesus, but that's not his name. That's not his original name.
Yahshua.
First off, that's not. And it's funny how a lot of people say Adam and Eve and she ate the apple. Motherfuckers, are y'all stupid? Like, y'all really gonna believe this fucking storytelling ass shit? Do y'all really know the real shit, the real stories and shit? Motherfucker, this shit started off galactic.
Propaganda.
It's galactic.
Okay. What's it called? It's never said fruit. But they put the story out and put the apple
They
there.
wrote.
You know what I'm saying?
They
It's
are
like,
writing a story and
Wait, how many
feeding
books is it originally
and reading.
that they cut it into one?
Oh man, that
they
shit.
took out like 60, I think it's 66 books, but they took out like 13 or 14 of them.
And it's
And
all
chop the stories down.
and all of it is the funny part about this is those people that had those dreams, those visions, those downloads, and those and perceived certain words of the scripture and put it into their own words. Look here, meditation. 1, 2, they talking to God. They're getting downloads from God. Jesus got downloads and talked directly to his Father. Okay, we are just like that.
He says it all the time. He said, "Don't praise me, praise my Father." And I be tripping out when I go to churches and they be like, "Praise Jesus," and I'm like,
Jesus died for our sins.
I'm like,
No.
wait, didn't Jesus say not to praise him? He said praise his Father.
Jesus did not die
I'll
for
be so
our
confused.
sins, baby.
It's like they're trying to get us off of
They
the
killed
king
him.
and get us onto the prince.
They killed him because he was very powerful. He was tapped into the power that we're supposed to have right now. He was very powerful that they were so scared of him and they killed his ass multiple times and he resurrected multiple times. Now, as far as this goes, there's a lot of ancient wisdom and knowledge when it comes to things that I need help with. You know what I'm saying? That would help me empower myself. Um, one of them is Tai Chi. I don't even know what that is, but it's going to help me with my anxiety and my breathing techniques. I'm going to look into that.
Tai Chi is rearranging your chi.
Yeah. So,
form of meditation.
A form of meditation.
Well, in somewhere of, I don't know, all the way.
Yeah. No, but it's the thing is, it's good to educate. You know, I was thinking about like, damn, what would I say when I get on this live? But the thing is like, if you know something I don't know, please tell me. Okay, I'm very open to some. Tell me something. Tell me something what I don't know. Okay, because I'm trying to learn, and I think that's the important thing. Is we help each other have a better understanding and opening our eyes. Not a lot of people's gonna be with that shit, but guess what? I feel sorry for you. This is important. This is what's really important. There is a war going on that's not even in the 3D to where we could actually see it unless we already know what type of shit's going on. And we could tap into that shit and be like, okay, yeah, that person's going through demonic oppression right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't even realize it. Through drugs, through whatever doors they opened up, maybe even somebody sending them bad shit. I don't even know how to protect my own energy. But what I do know is I'm sensitive and I'm paying attention. I had to cut off a lot of people, because it's hard. It's very hard. And I need the right guidance. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay to want help and to need help. And we need some more woman empowerment out here. What the fuck's wrong with y'all bitches? What's wrong with y'all? Like, come on now. Like, I'm telling you, it's real sad.
I read a study that they said every 7 years the masculinity goes down. So like basically the younger generation of dudes are becoming more feminine and more feminine. And it's weird as fuck because it's like you're starting to see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Girls.
and when you start seeing it, it's like, well, what made us start doing that shit? Is it the food that they put in? Yes, it is the food. If it's genetically modified, we're not supposed to be eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't got no choice because we get put in a certain situation where it's like that shit's all around us. But the rich people, they out there eating organic shit. They out there eating that off their own plant. Off their own, you know what I'm saying, land and shit. Like they're not eating all this fucking processed shit. They know that that's the slow death that they put in all this little population of the middle class.
If you really sit there and look at the ingredients and what y'all is eating and shit, y'all over here buying hot dogs and shit. Do you know there's 2% human DNA in that motherfucker? Do you know?
You know what?
I mean, honestly,
McDonald's owns a whole silkworm farm, and most of them meat
I was
is
just there to say that.
there's 2 companies that are over a medicine and the food. You understand? 2 companies. Those are the 2 companies that are fucking up our food. And if omega-3 is burning through styrofoam, baby, I don't even pop vitamins no more. I'm literally going all natural with it when it comes to all type of remedies. I've been doing my research, my studies to see what is what healing properties do. What's that one star that it's something star? I've been putting it in my tea because it helps with inflammation. I've been having some inflammation in my jaw, but it's been helping. Okay, it's something stars. It's I don't know. I'm gonna find it out. Starts with an A though. It starts, but see, just like that, I've been going through a lot of forgetfulness. My mind's been under a attack for a while. Okay, so I keep myself self-medicated, which is not good. But
On the sneak though, for the people who actually do feel like they're being separated from everyone else, like please don't be discouraged just off the strength of like as there is a higher power, whomever you choose, whatever you choose to name it. I say it because everybody has their own different
beliefs.
Exactly.
terminology.
And I'm not trying to you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do that one. But whomever your higher power is, like it's for a reason. Like whatever you're doing right now that you're obviously on some I'm used to this. This is my way. It's my world. Y'all are just living in it. Obviously, it's not working for you. So he's trying to get your attention. She, he, whomever is trying to get your attention to understand, like, I'm the only one that matters. So even if you feel like you're by yourself, it's okay. Because trust me, I be feeling like I'm by myself. But I'm sure they be feeling like they by themselves sometimes too. Like, but it's on some if there was nobody else, whom else are you gonna call on type of thing? You're gonna make you bump your head, like literally bump your head until you're tired. Telling you
you're gonna go through it.
You're gonna go through it. I'm only 24. I'm going through it. But at least I have the several few people that are around me that still give a fuck to still be around. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else gonna be like, bitch, I'm tired of your shit.
Deuces, I get back with you.
Yeah, and like, but I have to also understand, like,
God's gonna put people in your life and take people out your life for the best.
You know? So whomever is around and still trying to appreciate them for real, because they could have been left and you're gonna be out here by yourself. Only person that you're gonna be able to call on is whomever you believe in.
Okay.
So
and I've been trying to meditate on jail shit because I've been feeling alone. But guess what? When I was alone in jail, I was well connected with God. There's a lot of things in my life that I do need to change. I know that. But I appreciate the struggles I'm going through within and the demonic motherfucker that think they won my war, bitch. It's been victory, period. Because they chose a warrior, I can tell you that. I don't give up. My thing is, and I would advise for people that do have gifts, it's not for you. God gave you these gifts so you could help other people we are all self-expressions of what everything we went through is for other people, it's for us to help other people. Look, let me tell you, they on the Grammys over here with the devil and all this other shit, and yeah, they trying to get their little light in right now. But the light workers, the earth angels, the people that about to come and shed the light on this motherfucking planet is about to balance this shit the fuck out. I can tell you that. But
I,
we need to all work
I don't
together.
know if anybody saw this video that's actually starting to go like airing. It was actually deleted at first. Sukiana, she's a rapper, like, and she just was on. I don't know if she was on Instagram Live or whatever. She was just making a video. She was like, um, what you call it? She was talking about what is it whenever they end up signing their.
Selling their
When they
soul,
sell their soul,
Yeah, but who is it that the
blood sacrifice.
no.
Who they signing to?
Who is it that they be calling that they be talking
Baphomet.
about that they be dealing with?
Baphomet.
what they
That's the
did.
demon they sell their soul to. Baphomet is a music god. Well, music demon.
Yeah, my thing
That's
is
with the horns.
fuck all that shit. It's not worth it, baby. It ain't worth it. People want money that bad. Look, I got maybe $90 in my account right now, boo. And my thing is when it comes to helping people, I've been wanting so much help with my gifts and going about all this shit. And I would help people for free. That's where I'm trying to make a website here soon to where we could all talk to each other, chitter chat, and come up with some motherfucking plans. I don't know, some help. Cause look,
See, tradition is what got wiped away. And when tradition gets wiped away, we don't get the knowledge passed down from the older people to give us the guidance
no, we
and
have to
lessons
look
to
into
learn.
that.
We got taught by the schools. A lot of the kids now being taught by YouTube, and they're not even being taught by the parents because the parents are so busy trying to keep the kids, you know what I'm saying, with the roof over their head. It's like the world is all chaos. It used to be like your family stayed together, we ate together at the table, talked about our day, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that's even a family model anymore. Like people don't sit at the table with their family and you know what I'm saying, talk about their day and talk about the good and the bad. And it's like,
The
oh,
men, the
what you going through?
women,
It's like
it's
everybody's just
a lot.
separated.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, and it's okay to be different. But the thing is that when it comes to family and it comes to how women should be and how men should be, I mean, I'm no one to tell you who you should be, but motherfuckers, y'all got it all twisted. The rap music going on these days, I don't even listen to the fucking radio no more.
No, I'm just playing.
Because it really is trying to keep you to think that shit's cool or something. Like it ain't cool to be shitting people doing this, doing that. Motherfucker, are you
I used to be able to listen to a
they
whole song without
literally
them killing. It's like
they
now it's like
literally
15 people dying in one song.
they
Like,
literally
people
want
killing.
they really want the black man to sit there and to promote that shit so we could kill off each other. We all over here fighting each other. They got a strategy against us, and that's the United States. But let me tell you this: that's one big thing that's trying to keep us killed. Uh, they're depopulating. They fucking up the food. They doing all this shit, and then they got the spiritual level things. You understand? And it
They're the ones
mostly
orchestrating it.
not a lot of people really deal with it unless you have decided to switch over and change your life and to open your eyes up to that and ascending to what you need to ascend to. I know I've been getting attacked like a motherfucker because me, I was a criminal. Okay, I was a criminal. And I did not care. But guess what? I was not getting no attacks. I wasn't worried about none of that shit. I felt powerful being my shadow person. And now that I'm working only in the light, I'm continuously, I see so much. I mean, for me to talk to God and to have that direct call with Him, it's like, come on now, that should be enough to make you feel powerful. But the forgetfulness is coming from the attacks, the narcissistic relationship that I was in. And it took me going through this last relationship to realize what God's been trying to show me this whole time, and that's how to love myself. Because I thought I loved myself. I'm working on it now. I actually did my hair today. Yeah, not my hair, shit. I did my makeup. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to love myself and take care of myself because the thing is that the world's gonna beat you down and you're gonna go through the same problems over and over and over and over and over again until you get the motherfucking clue what God was trying to tell you. I learned that, but now it's learning how powerful I am. Because as soon as I get that down, my mind's gonna be all mine. But practice makes perfect. And I just
A house divided cannot stand.
yeah.
So when they see you doing wrong, they're not gonna attack you. But when you start doing good, oh yeah, nah, we can't have you doing that. Nah, we need you to go back to doing what you was doing.
Look, we all got monitoring
So
spirits.
it's like a fight to kill, not to kill our old self, but like to get rid of our old self and become this new person.
Kill the ego.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the new person is not going to do all the evil shit that they was doing before, or the because they know better now. It's like wisdom. You have to go through certain things to realize, like, whoa, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. Hold on, stop doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you have to go through that process sometimes, and it's like once you go through that process, you realize, like, damn, it's a lot of people that's missing shit because they haven't been taught this shit. So common sense ain't really common sense no more because people are going
People
through
are
life.
also scared to talk to it about other people, just thinking.
And you know what? And that's another thing. I've been all the people that hear what's going on in my head and they have something to say to it, say whatever they have to say to me while I'm in my head. I'm like, is this not how we talk? Is this how we talk? Is this how normal people talk? Is in each other's head? Like, bitch, you're my neighbor. Let me tell you one thing: you're my neighbor, or you're whoever I'm around at that time, and you know. I'd rather have a face-to-face conversation with you. I had one woman that came up to me, and I gave her a compliment on her braids, right? But I thought she was talking shit to me the whole time when I was in the store. So that's why I tried to say, I like, oh, that's that bitch right there. She keeps looking at me. That's probably the bitch that was talking shit in my head, right? So I was like, let me give her a compliment real quick. And I was like, I like your braids. And she said, oh, thank you. And I was looking at her and shit. And she drove back around, and she looked at me and said, do you need some help? Are you okay? And I said, to be honest, no, I'm not. I'm not okay. And I just laid out my whole life story right then and there because I wanted her not only people say keep that shit to yourself, whatever. Me, I'm gonna be upfront about what I'm going through. If you say I need help and what's wrong with me, I'm gonna let you know exactly what the fuck's wrong with me. And people try to stay behind their doors and stay in their houses and have something to say about the next person. But the thing is that it's we need to be really helping each other. That it really touched my heart that day because she was going through similar things that I'm going through. And for her to stop and talk to me for that second, it meant a lot for me. Just when people show that humility, right? That's the word, right? Empathy, humility. That just show, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things you don't see. A lot of things you don't see these days. Motherfuckers will walk past you in a heartbeat and still talk shit about your motherfucking ass.
You gotta have a whole paradigm shift.
I mean, yeah, and
because like before I used to have like a whole like a whole different discernment of what people do. Like I see some people laughing, I'm like, man, they laughing at me. I'm like, nah, but I had to switch up my mind frame and be like, nah, they laughing at something else. You know what I'm saying? But it's like my perception of it was completely different from what they were doing because I don't know what the hell they're doing way the hell over there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like my own ego was attacking itself like, nigga, they're laughing at you. And it was because they feed on your doubts. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how much confidence I'm sitting there walking with, when something was bringing me down, it will start attacking me even more. Like, oh yeah, they laughing at you over there. Oh, them people talking about you over there.
Demons right
and
there
like,
whispering in your ear, baby.
My bipolar was bad.
No, not even. That's bipolar is a spirit, baby.
My
that
bipolar
motherfucker
was bad. Like,
that's a spirit, motherfucker.
I also get the whole part with like opening up and all that extra, but sometimes, and I'm just speaking on self, like I'm a giver. So, and literally everybody that I done crossed paths with from even my birth, you know what I'm saying? People I done came out nut sacks and vaginas, you feel me? I feel have just, okay, growing up, they'd be like, you don't want to grow up too fast because the world, you know what I'm saying? Life's gonna eat your ass up. Now, remember, everybody's always like, I wish I would have listened in their early 20s, right? You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have tried and stayed as young as possible. Who the fuck told my parents I want to fucking pay bills? Nigga? Like, that's one. Two.
Oh shit.
Like,
you wanna be grown, huh? And a grown partner.
Sometimes the shit that your parents end up doing as well, like it misses them, it goes to their children.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I'm not 100% sure if it hit me, but at the same time, I know a lot of the things that I am going through, I put myself in those predicaments.
Oh yeah.
So if I didn't have put myself in front of those people, at you know what I'm saying, a lot of that shit wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't be going through a lot of the things that I am. And if I would have listened to the people that were around me, like, XYZ not your friend, that's not, sit the fuck down, maybe I wouldn't have gone through a lot of things.
Yeah, and I feel you on that. Like at the same time, you just got to be like, you know what, I take responsibility for that, but I'm happy that I went through those things because it made me. It ain't gonna break me. Because if I didn't go through those things, I wouldn't be able to help the next motherfucker through the things that I went through. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things.
But I'm actually not happy I went through them, only because my social, like I'm still having a hard time like being social right now. Like I don't like I was just sitting in the car earlier. I'm like, I really hate being seen. Like since I got back, I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to hang out. Coming to hang out, who are you with? Like, I don't want no types of parts of drama off of the strength of I don't know what extra shit you're carrying spiritual wise
with like, you. Yeah.
And your demon, it's real easy just by somebody touching you.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
if you don't have that power, you gotta
and not even
you
that.
gotta be in your power.
You gotta be aware.
But that's the thing. I wasn't at first, but I am now. So it's a big transition for me, but at the same, it's scary.
Yeah.
But see, those are the same demons that like they isolate, like they make you think that the like isolating yourself or what you call it, staying away from people is like
healthy, and it's really not.
It's not.
Trust me, I be in my head and my thoughts, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, maybe I'm gonna go fuck black, you know what I'm saying? Go, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you doing? Y'all right? Y'all okay? Stelly asking motherfuckers, is they all right or is they okay? Really, I'm like, bitch, are you okay? Like,
yeah, but really, you don't feel okay.
Exactly.
And that's the same with me, man. That's the same with me. I'll sit here and I'll ask motherfuckers all day, are you okay? But really, I'm going through silent war and I'm feeling down like a motherfucker. And the thing is that it's really about just opening up. Like it takes a lot of courage and boldness and strength to be able to open up and to talk about some things. Like when it comes to like men in my life, you know what I'm saying? I got all these beautiful babies. I got 5 children and they all girls. And none of the baby daddies is around. What kind of shit is that? Because I've been looking for love and all this other shit. And these men don't think that they over here just fucking and like it's just pussy or something. This is a sacred. This is sacred right here. Okay, it brings life. It's sacred, and niggas over here jacking off. Your cum is sacred too, nigga. There's a lot of things that is crazy because I'm saying this. Your cum is sacred. Nah, but your body is sacred, man. And the thing is that I love all my kids. I love all my daughters. And I know that when it comes to being confident, you have to be confident in who you are. And as an adult, when you transfer from teen to adult, there's a self of trying to figure out your identity in being a woman. And I went through an abusive relationship, got played in my jaw. I was abused for fucking 2 years. And that I always had that restart button, restart button, restart button. Now I ain't got no restart button like that. I'm restarting all day, all day, restarting, redirecting my mind all day, because I am going through something spiritually now. I'm awake now. I'm going through a whole nother war, and everything when it comes to relationships, it don't even matter. Like the narcissistic relationship I just got out of. I still love him. I love unconditionally. My mission is love. But I'm working on loving myself. I'm an empath, so when I step in a room, I'm just, and instead of feeling the energies, I'm feeling it's like a magnet, like I'm feeling the energies like if they're mine, and I have to be able to discern that on top of discerning it's a lot. So it's draining because I don't have the right guidance when it comes to that. But it's like my purpose is starting by being bold and doing what I've been wanting to do. There ain't no right way to do no damn stream. Now, if you have some comments, please tell me. If you have some questions, please tell me. It's always good. I'm really open for that.
Wait,
But this, it just shit. I've been wanting to make a little podcast or to put my shit out there and start growing in that. Not for money, but to have more understanding of things. You know, as
to each one teach one type of thing.
Yeah, that. I mean, I
Sharpen iron.
tarot, all that stuff. That there's a lot of things that I am into, but I want to master before I start doing it. But talking is one of the things I'm good at. It's just like with this whole top chats right here. I wish there was motherfuckers chatting with me right now so I could answer some questions for y'all. Because I mean, we all are here to help each other at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But it's always about putting that first foot in the door. That's for me. I'm doing that. For real, nigga. For real, I'm doing that. We have to.
My aunt used to tell me what she still does, but I didn't know what the hell she meant, like, for the longest time. She would say, don't cast your pearl on swine, but my mom would be like, she would say, get you a hero, not a zero. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So recently, like, I want to say, like, what, 3 years ago, like, my longest relationship, like, it was okay, you know what I'm saying? That was my comfort. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck. I really thought I was gonna marry that man, like, for real. Like, so the whole, new shit, you know what I'm saying, that you done able. I thought that was gonna be the, what I say, did he drag me down to hell and bring me back up just a little bit and then just like wake up. I'm not saying, to a certain extent, I'm not gonna get all the way into it. Just off the strength of, I get what you're saying off that, on some loving yourself type of thing.
Yeah,
because I'm always used to being in a relationship instead of being by myself.
Exactly.
Instead of like being on some.
When you build your foundation by yourself, it's so, I've been so used to just building a relationship, building this foundation with other people, and then when they take their blocks out, I'm crashing the fuck down
because you're so used to having
You
them
understand?
being around as a comfort. And that's the thing, like, I built my empire by myself, but because he was just always, I'm just like, the way my dumb ass, I'm like, oh well, woo, just go, whatever. Not realizing, no, like, it's not you I'm needing, like, but I just want your presence, like. And then I'm like, okay, I got other shit wrong with me that I just.
It's inner work.
Yeah,
That's what it all. This is what the whole life comes down to. It's inner work, man.
You don't heal yourself, you're gonna bleed on people that didn't cut you. That's one thing I realized.
Yeah.
Like, dealing with, like, I didn't even realize I had issues that I allowed people to do things because I had those issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, having abandonment issues. Well, I don't have them really as much as I used to, but you know what I'm saying. But having those makes like allows you to let people do things, and you're like, oh well, I'll let them do it because I don't want them to take off. You know what I'm saying? But then once you start coming in your power, and you start, man, I'm not gonna take this shit no more.
Realizing your value.
You know what I'm saying?
Your worth.
Like, coming up, and then shit gets like separates because, like, wait, I used to be able to walk all over you. Like, wait, no, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it is. And it's because I didn't love myself enough to realize what was going on, or like
what you
to realize what like all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you start realizing that shit, and it's like, man, look, I'm not gonna take this no more. And it's also communication too, like not being assertive, like certain things that you would let slide, you let slide, but it's like now I'm not letting that shit slide because I don't like that shit. I never liked that shit, but that's my fault too because I should have been said that at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And if I would have said it at the beginning, it wouldn't have came up to the, you know what I'm saying, to the later part. But it's because I kept quiet because of my love and my hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like my love for everything that was going around. You know what I'm saying? But also my hurt. Like, damn, I don't want to lose this, but I don't want them to lose me either. And it was weird because it's like, I don't know, it's like I gave into a lot of shit that I normally wouldn't do at all. Like, hell to the nizar. Like, nah. There's certain things that you just
I think it's the trying to heal on certain shit like at a vulnerable time, or like when just somebody's being that comfort when you're going through whatever, and they're being that ear for you, and then you're like, okay, now we're on two different separate journeys, and now you overstepping, and I'm expressing my shit, and bitch, what you trying to do? So you want to stay, you want to go, because now I'm giving you an option because I'm telling you, woo, 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 woo. That shit just happens.
Some people is in your journey for a minute. Okay, for a season, for a minute. But the thing is that you have to realize that your path is for you, and your path is only for you, motherfucker, to understand and validate. And sometimes, you just gotta know to just let them go. And it sucks. It's heartbreaking sometimes. I'm heartbroken still. I'm hurt still from all of them. But the thing is that I know that the journey is something I have to pay attention to every second of the day. I be looking at the numbers as I getting 5, 5, 5, 11, 11, 12, 12. I'm looking at signs for anything for my angels to talk to me. And I'm only going to seek for those things and for God's guidance and to better myself because I do want that solid foundation. So when I build my house, it's going to be on a fucking rock. Okay, but the thing is that I'm learning how to change what's going on within me so I can attract those kinds of things that is good for me.
that's something that I was about to say earlier, but it's like a lot of females be like, "Oh, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit." But then it's like they keep choosing the same type of niggas, but they haven't changed themselves, so they're attracting the same type of niggas.
It goes back to so doing inner work.
Yeah, you have to change yourself.
You have to do inner work.
Cause I gotta do the same shit. Be like,
everybody does.
I can't believe they did this, but I can't believe they did that. But it's like, man, the person that I gotta become to get the person that I want, I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the people that I do.
That's not to say that God still ain't gonna put that person in your life. It's just that you have to make sure that whoever God or whoever you put in your life, whatever the case is, whatever you choose to do with other people, that they are on the same wavelength and understanding of what you got going on in your journey. And if they ain't with it, deuces, I get back.
Or the moment that you see that's a character that's being played, trying to fit what you're looking for, then
man, that shit right there, man. That's character the being played, boy. I'm talking about fucking fake ass shit, boy.
But if I see some demons in the 3D, yeah, I'm knocking your ass out, bitch. Just playing. I really ain't. But honestly,
you remember how it started, and then it's like you keep on trying to.
Evil.
You keep trying to go back to like, man, if I do this more, maybe it'll go back to being that person. Like, no, that person not coming back because that was a whole facade. Like, that wasn't even a real person.
Yeah, you can't change nobody. Like, the devil be working through.
It's like what they show you on a long basis versus on that short period of time when you first met lets you know like the character. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh snap, this I just got played. You know what I'm saying? I got reeled in. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucking hood. Oh, everything Gucci, everything good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, nope.
Don't ignore.
I'm a monster. Like,
do not ignore your own intuition. Do not fucking ignore what is red flags to you. Do not doubt what you know. Okay? Because the thing is, people doubt themselves, their intuition, they doubt red flags, and they're like, oh, maybe I'm tripping. No, bitch, you are not tripping at all. You're not fucking tripping. That is for you to understand. As soon as you understand that, you gonna be good. If you ain't gonna understand that, you gonna be in the little merry-go-rounds and teeth. Okay, getting hot and screwed the fuck down and up. Get it together.
It's like, why do I keep what's it called? It's like, man, I haven't changed my damn self, so of course I'm not gonna be able to see differently. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still being the same person, I'm still gonna attract the same type of people. You know what I'm saying? But until your mind switch and you're like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? I need to do some inner work. Like I need to love myself more.
Some shadow work.
And be able to, you know what I'm saying, like project that person that, you know what I'm saying, I'm being, you know what I'm saying, not trying to be, but like I'm being, you know what I'm saying, because it's like we grow. And sometimes we grow together and sometimes we grow apart. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you start seeing somebody that's like stagnant and they don't want to grow, you can't change them. And no matter how much love or care, whatever you give them, it's not gonna change nobody. They gotta want to change they themselves.
Yeah.
Just like we gotta want to change ourselves.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
With him saying, okay, because I've been actually working on self for a year and 3 months, literally trying to practice positive, okay, unlearn my bad habits and substitute them with ones that are being more what's the actual
renew, replace, and reframe.
The being more considerate with everybody else, like and their feelings and how on some, if I know that I wouldn't like that shit, why would I, you know what I'm saying?
Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to put in to the world what I want to receive type shit. But even with that, I'm still having the biggest struggle off the strength of there's certain people I'm still not ready to let go of. And I know for a fact that you're not able to take everybody to the next chapter with you. You know what I mean? But I'm so scared to see, you know what I'm saying? What's next off of my vision is big. But with God, I don't know what it could be. You know, I know it's bigger than what I actually want, my wants, but what's already been given to me that I don't even know that's even supposed to be. That's the scary part because I'm so used to, and I have abandonment issues. I don't give a fuck. I can say that shit. I have abandonment issues.
Me too. I got self-esteem. I got it all. I can look pretty right here, but I still feel I'm working on my value and knowing my power because it's been beat down. But
so I love everybody. I love everybody so much. I'd be like, look, I just. But you're not supposed to tell anybody how to play the role in your life. You're just supposed to accept them for how they come. And that's something that I've also been learning. Like I don't want to change nobody, to be honest, but I'd rather them be them from the get-go, not altered within the mix, because I've been me since shit. I don't have a filter because I don't be giving a fuck. And I personally feel didn't nobody spare my feelings ever, like at all. So I feel why not just tell motherfuckers the truth off the strength of
how it is.
It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't.
Take it
and
how
I'm
you want
also
to take
giving
it.
any and everybody the opportunity to stay or go. Because technically in my world, this is my world. Motherfuckers just living in it. And it's a blessing to have anybody that is around you to be in your presence and to be indulging in you, because nobody has to fucking be here.
It's about the journey and the people and the little things that you see and that you experience on the way to your destination. It's not the destination.
We're just passing through.
It's the journey and the people that you come across in that journey. It's the little things that happen that you have to pay attention to. You know, I encourage all my friends, even though I still have my addictions here and there, I encourage all of them to find themselves and to be the best of them and work on them every day, because I'm trying to do the same thing. For the people that decided to continue their cycle, I'm sorry, but I cannot fuck with you. I can't, because there's nothing I can do to help you, you know. But I'm gonna pray for you, blessings and abundance your way. But what what one person told me is that when I was still a criminal is you already know how this is the outcomes of these things, but to change your life and to do something for the better, yeah, it's unknown, but it's for the good. So why not try it? Why not take that leap and step into the unknown, because you know everything that you're going to be doing is for the good. And that's why when God tells me that I am protected and I have nothing to worry about, I believe him, because he knows I changed my life and I was last the whole time at the beginning of my life. It's time. Everything's changing. Everything's about to go. It's a whole swap. I'm about to be first now. Okay, I'm about to be the victor, the victor of this story. I am the one who is drawing on this canvas. I can rewrite it and re-go over it and make it to however I want to make it. But a lot of people will get stay stuck in the picture so fucking close they can't even see the bigger picture. I just know that everything that I'm going through, even to my down to my projections, if whoever could hear my projections, it's not just for me. God is testing all of us. We are all one. Once again, I'm gonna say that again. We're all one. So we need to work as such. Okay. With that type of attitude and with that type of love, you ascend to a whole nother level, because God only works out of love. Okay, but He gonna let some shit happen to you if you stay off of His path. If you swerve to the left, just know there's gonna be hyenas there ready to eat your ass up, real quick.
Yeah. You just gotta, have that power, bring it back. The same shit they took out of us when they installed all that shit through us through school and everything. Like they try to brainwash us,
Oh yeah,
make us think that
this
we only
world
use
started off.
10% of our brain
This
and
world started
all
off
this other
black.
extra shit. But it was to fool us and not help us be guided through this world. But it's like
Christopher Columbus.
but if we were really guided through this world, it's like held hand by hand to like every step, like we wouldn't be where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people that's been spoon fed and handled. It's like when they get dropped, it's like they don't know where to go. They don't know how to survive. They don't know how to take care of business. They don't know how to do things.
They don't even know good resources or
Like that shit.
There's a lot of there's a lot of people that need help.
at first, I'm not gonna say here in front. At first, because technically I wasn't even spoon fed, but look,
Excuse me.
actually I wasn't, because on some real shit, my mom has one sister and 4 or 5 brothers. They all are either doctors, lawyers, nurses. My mom, when she was 22, 23, between 22 and 26, was diagnosed with lupus, diabetes. So her health was never the best. So my grandpa was her only biological daughter, but there was other ones, and he still, you know what I'm saying? My mom decided to be with someone who wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? And I guess everybody thought, like, you know what I'm saying, she was on some extra, like, just, oh, I just can't, you know what I'm saying, I just whatever, we'll do it. But my family crazy, okay. But she chose other than what her siblings did, and because of that, you know what I'm saying, that's why I said what your parents do, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it hits you, but sometimes it misses you, sometimes it, who knows, I don't know. But
It affects you when you're a kid.
her going through that shit, and I'm not gonna lie, me and my mom, nigga, we could pack up a fucking car right now, nigga, give us 30 minutes, apocalypse come, like, we, like,
Gone.
so serious, I'm so fucking, nigga, what's up, I'll pack this whole fucking apartment right the fuck now, like, I'm so serious, like, I mean, but I'm thankful like, for the experience that she's taught me. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially whenever it comes to okay, shit getting a little too hectic, shit getting low, my funny. You know what I'm saying? I was able to learn that. Nigga, if I was spoon fed, nigga, I wouldn't be able to know any of that shit. But I was lucky enough to have my grandparents that actually loved us enough to try and spoil us. But I wish they didn't because they're not here no more. So now I feel I don't have nobody to like pick me up on some, oh my God, something's like, could you da 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 da? I don't have that no more. So I'm like, who the fuck am I supposed to call on? Like,
this is your
who's
greatest
supposed to be
lesson.
my,
This is your greatest lesson.
who's supposed to be giving me that guidance? Because in all reality,
this is your
some of the things that my parents were supposed to be telling, my grandparents were giving me that guidance.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to legal shit. My grandpa's like, in writing, take that shit, go get that shit, notarizing some more shit, even if it is gonna be a verbal agreement. Nigga, let's get that shit in writing. If we're not gonna go all the way to the courts, but just so that me and you know that this is XYZ. You know what I'm saying? But if they have, then we both have it in writing, so XYZ. I don't even like having to do all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I know how to do that shit. I know how to spend the money too, because grandma. You know what I'm saying? Know how to coupon, all that good shit. But it's certain areas for everybody. I mean, but I wish my guidance was still here. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I feel like I ain't got no actual guidance. I feel like a lost soul sometimes. I don't know if y'all be feeling like that.
I be feeling lost. I be feeling lost sometimes. But the thing is I know I'm on my right path because I had to let some people go. Now, as far as my challenges, I know my challenges is finding my power and taking responsibility and not doubting myself, but putting myself out there and doing what I actually want to do instead of having it as an idea. I need to actually take forth and start stepping into and putting my foot into the mix of that shit. And with you, with you, it's like life, like that's a big obstacle and a big challenge for you to get through too. You know what I'm saying? Like if I were to lose my grandma, I would lose my fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my support system. That's my love. You know, that's the woman that taught me my innocence and God and everything. She was always there for me when I was going through demonic attacks when I was a young child. I saw demons. I was being attacked, sleep paralysis, all kinds of shit. And I just thank God for her and her being a warrior for my family. She still to this day is a warrior for our family and takes care of my kids and helps me and my mom until, you know, everything gets handled. Me, I feel lost when it comes to me being called outside my house to take care of certain things or to help certain people or to find out new and learn new things. I'm not too sure sometimes if that's what it's supposed to be or if that's the devil talking to me or if it's that. But I always learn and help somebody when I step out of my house. It's always healing in some manner for me. But this is we did a whole hour on this. Hey. Just tell me what y'all think.
As far because I feel like I was a black. Well, there's a lot of us that I feel like I just like be around black sheeps. Like they're the black sheep.
I was the black sheep of the family.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's kind of where I wrote that book. But it's like
we meant to be different.
They do a lot more shit than the rest of the world, and we view the world in a whole different light. But it's also like I wasn't spoon fed, but it's like I left New York because I didn't want to be spoon fed. You know what I'm saying? Like she was saying, like all my family up there is doctors, lawyers, what you call it up there in New York. But it's like I couldn't do nothing for myself. I try to go out there and go be a man. No, we got you. Oh no, we got you. I'm like, look, I gotta figure out some shit. Yeah, I gotta figure out some shit.
Don't
like,
give it to me.
You know what I'm saying? And they felt like me going down here with my dad to Texas was like abandoning the family. So they just like cut me the fuck off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't spoken to nobody up there in New York, like in a hot minute since my grandma died. Like, that was 2015. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm still alive. I haven't heard nothing from them. I got hella family in New York, hella family in Jamaica, hella family in Georgia. But it's like it's weird though, like because I chose to go to a different path, they just chose to like, you know what I'm saying, cut me off. Which is cool because you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be the person I am today if they didn't do that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like still it's like that whole feeling of family supposed to be family was no longer like a thing for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
I grew up with us eating at the table and talking, you know what I'm saying, talking about our day or whatever. And then like slowly throughout like middle school, like it started separating. It's like, oh nah, we no longer like family no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I still kept that family like lifestyle. Like, you know what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like being there for each other and this and that, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, the world is changing to where it's like the dad try to kill the son and the mom will try to kill the daughter, and it's like, what the hell is going on?
Kids trying to.
You know what I'm saying? It's getting wild. Like, you can't trust your own blood, and it's like that's when I know like the world's getting wild because she's gonna attack you from the closest people to you, and it's like you try to help them or like feel love or like feel heartfelt for them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like sometimes things are being shown for you for a reason. And the more we try to be like, oh, but I love this situation. But it's like it's not helping you. Where are you going? Like no matter, like man, I've literally had this drive to get this bread, and I've never stopped it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like certain things I put myself through, and it's like, man, I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I chose to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, man, you should have been left that situation alone. I'm like, look, I went through that, you know what I'm saying, because of my like, you know what I'm saying, what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So I can't blame nobody but myself when I go through shit like that. Or when people go through shit that you put yourself through. It's like we gotta learn the hard way sometimes, but man, I wish
I'm a stubborn
I wish that hard way was
Trust me,
not
my head
not
hard, but I bet you my ass is very soft. Okay.
Like I'm stubborn than a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all about bettering yourselves. Bettering yourself and realizing that sometimes your family, if you don't have a family, if you don't have that support system, there is always support out there. This is my soul team right here. This is my soul tribe, motherfuckers. Okay, this is my family. Okay. Hey, on some real shit. It's all about bettering ourselves, and we all need to stop being so stuck up in ego and all this extra shit, and know that it's okay to feel. It's okay to go through trials and tribulations and to deal with those feelings dead on. You know what I'm saying? Take responsibility.
For those people who just be like, oh, this is my one deed of the day. I just want, if you see somebody in need of help, I'm not saying like every homeless person you see, you know what I'm saying? But like at least give them like something, like at least say something to them so that, you know what I'm saying? Most people don't even feel acknowledged. People be homeless as fuck. Like I was walking to the dollar store the other day. Just the homeless man me even saying, how are you to him? Like he was like, I was like, okay, like, but I've been that person like outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, like,
Oh yeah, I've been
he
homeless.
outside painting, you know what I'm saying? He just like, hey, how you doing? Just wanting to like, just talking to somebody just might. I'm not saying just give out all your fucking money, my nigga.
No, just talking to somebody could really change somebody's whole life. You could save a fucking life by talking to somebody.
Seriously, because people be out here suicidal and you don't even know what the next person.
I'm telling you.
Speak on it, man.
I was in the dollar store going crazy in my head, and they heard me. And for the fact that somebody sat there when I went up to the cash register and I'm checking out and stuff, and he said, "Oh, you like to paint?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "How's your day going?" I said, "Terrible, but I'm still blessed." And I know he heard what was going on in my head, and he said, "Well, I just hope you have a good day," and paint something. Just everything that he was telling me, it was just like just for him to talk to me and tell me everything's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? After I left the store, I started crying because all I wanted was somebody to show some type of care. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting there and judging my projections and all this stuff, I'm really going through a painful time on a daily, all day basis. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to fully control my gifts and to protect my energy, and I need some more woman empowerment. I know what I need. I know what I need.
I feel you on
Today,
that, but I'm so scared of somebody else's, like, because I'm still trying to tap into my own shit. So I'd be scared of other people's energies coming around my shit, and I'm already disturbed of my own shit.
Yeah.
So it's like to have the empathy for somebody else, but then at the same time, it's like, nigga, I don't even have my own shit under control. So how the fuck am I gonna end up helping you? I'm still trying to get, but then at the same, you being isolated is not gonna help you. And it always says if one person is by themselves, pray for them. Like, because you're not supposed to be by yourself. You're not supposed to be single.
Yeah, that's when you getting attacked.
Two or more together.
Yeah, unity. That's gonna make some
I
shit happen.
I had a wake up call today. I seen a homeboy that like used to be on the top of his game. Like this nigga made music. He did all this shit. I never would expect to see this man on the block today. Like the way he was. I'm like, man, is that this nigga? Hold on, it can't be this dude. This is like, I look again. I'm like, man, I'm talking about bum me out. He on that max, gone. I'm talking about this dude was on top of I'm talking about top of everything. He lived in Northampton. Like this nigga had money. Like he was down on the ground. He was like, damn, nigga, what's up? He's like, shit, I'm just trying to get a free ride back to the AT&T Center. That's why I'm staying there. I stay in a group home now because he partied too hard, basically. Like he fell off or whatever. But I was like, man, look here. I gave him some change. I had like the last $2 in my pocket. I gave him some change so he get on the bus. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit broke me down, man. Because this is the person I used to look up to. This is the person that literally, like, when I started rapping, like he wanted to like put me into the battle with the whole bang gang shit. Like blew me up in Jetson and everything, like to where I was like on top of everything. Like it was lit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how could this man, you know what I'm saying, who had it all, you know what I'm saying, be at the bottom like so low? And it's like, man, this person didn't have no like you know what I'm saying, like down, like he didn't have that type. He had so much energy and so much courageous, and confidence. It's like, man, I seen him so low, and I'm like, damn, I don't know what the hell that man went through, but it's like, man, it don't matter where you at, nigga. You could lose everything, but it's like you gotta have that willpower to get back up. And this man lost all his willpower.
There is a way.
I can't. I was shocked at that shit because this man. When I seen that dude, I was like, what the hell? What is he on? I felt bad because it's like we couldn't even have a conversation because it's like, damn, man, I just felt bad for him and I didn't want to show him that. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to show him no pity or nothing like that. I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we friends, we still know each other, you know what I'm saying? Here, look out for you. But I could see it on his face. He was just like, damn, nigga.
He's embarrassed.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, man. Man, I ain't never seen no shit like that, man. That shit fucked me up. That's what kind of same shit that happened with Johnny. That nigga start smoking that Max. So I'm like, boy, I see some shit happen for a reason. Never, boy.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I couldn't do that. They lose their whole sense of self. And that's what it is, like the sense of self. Like the person that they was, they lost it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't forget who you are. Don't forget who you becoming. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you need to change. Because if you think everything's going right, but everybody's telling you it's not, it's like either you're in the wrong position or you're actually doing something that's wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? And try to get it right. And if you don't believe they word for it, go look for answers. You know what I'm saying?
If everybody's telling you the same thing, it's not them. Bitch, it's you.
Oh, much love to y'all. Thank you. All right. Let me know what y'all think about this.